Hi you guys. So today is the day I want to take down these blooms that are dried out from my onions I have down in the soil down here. The onions themselves are probably not good enough to save at this point because they've put all their energy into the seeds. So if you have a scape that starts to seed, that's why you want to cut it if you want a big onion. If you don't care about the size of the onion, you want more seeds, then you let the scape grow. And this became a big white flower, and now I've let it dry. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this off carefully, because the seeds are just going to fall out if I bounce that around too much. And this plant I will try to cut off. Yeah, the ground here is kind of uneven. Okay, take this one. I'm going to cut that off. And then we're going to take this and a third one I have over to the table and show you where the seeds are. Alright, so I just placed my heads in here and you can hear the seeds falling out of here. And you can see them. They kind of look like flat black peppercorns, much smaller, but that's what they look like. So I had a question from Steve of Corsair Trainers. He's got some chives, and he wanted to know how to get the seeds out of those heads. And I suggested to him that he pick the heads and put them upside down into a paper bag or a bucket or something, so he could let the head mature and then collect the seeds. You can do that, you can leave it on the plant, but if we leave things on plants, sometimes we forget about them. So anyway, after this flowers, it closes down and holds seeds in it. The flower, which was once small and open, closes, and then the seeds are created. Actually, let me go get you a small head, and let's talk about that in comparison. So this is a bunch of onion I have just in this pot. And what you can see is that the flowers are wide open. But once they bloom and become fertilized, yep, the top will close up. See those flowers in the middle? There? The top will close up, and then when you allow that to dry is when you get a seed. Now these haven't even opened yet, but these green ones haven't opened yet. But once the flower has bloomed, like these in here, that white part inside, it will close up. Every one of these will close up, and then it will produce the seed, which we later then dry and harvest. So we can let it dry on here, or when the bulk of these flowers are like this, these white ones, we can cut this, oh, not very good, snap. Put it upside down in a paper bag or bucket or something and just let it dry in there. And then once it's dry, we can bang it around to harvest the seeds. So let's go back to the bigger and more dry plants and let the bees get back to doing their work. Alright, so we're back here. Now chives do have a slightly different flower, but it all works the same. Their flower's purple, it's more flat, kind of feather-like, but it all works the same. And you can tell from one large head like this, I can get thousands and thousands of seeds. So let's just pop some of these open again and take a look. So after that flower closes up, the seeds are produced inside. And each flower will give you 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seeds. It's just one flower and there's still a seed in there. I can feel it. Anyway, so that's how you collect onion seeds for next year. And again, if I had a big bucket, I would just knock this around in there. And actually, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. So, there you go. Then the seeds should be dry enough just to Maybe leave them out for a day or two in the sun, and then I would put them in a bag, label them, and have them for next year's spring planting. So that's how you collect onion seeds.